Mountain Dew is a soft drink brand owned by PepsiCo that started in 1948.
Extreme mountain biking, 45 miles an hour.
Did it.
65 miles an hour.
Done it.
Blindfolded.
Been there.
Then a 4,000-foot vertical drop.
Tried that.
All while slamming a dew. Nothing's more intense than slamming Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, no shoot. Just kidding.
In the late 1930s, Barney and Allie Harmon, two brothers from Georgia, packed up and moved to Knoxville, Tennessee. The brothers found that they were unable to buy their favorite alcohol mixer, a lemon-lime soda called Natural Setup, in their new location. While they lived in Georgia, Natural Setup was the perfect mix for their other favorite beverage, Old Taylor Bourbon. Barney and Allie got into the lab and mixed up a carbonated lemon-lime drink. They decided to mix it with booze, as one does, and it tasted like homemade hooch. This was apparently what they were shooting for, so the mix was a keeper. Luckily for the Hartmans, they had a bottling plant at their disposal. The brothers began bottling small runs of the lemon-lime soda for their use. At first, they called it Personal Setup, but it was later dubbed Mountain Dew as a joking reference to moonshine. Although the Harmon brothers initially made their creation to enjoy for themselves, they decided to try to sell the beverage starting in 1932, and they were not immediately successful. In 1946, Mountain Dew labels on the bottle were given a distinct hillbilly slant. As a joke, the Hartman brothers decided to have their friend John Bruschetto draw a cartoon label featuring a rifle-toting hillbilly. Without any expectations for success on the market, they launched the new soda back home in Tennessee. To their surprise, a bottler from Johnson City, Tennessee, asked about the bottling rights for a private soda. A trademark application for the soda, named Mountain Dew, was filed on November 12, 1948, with the U.S. Patent Office by Hartman Beverage Company of Knoxville, Tennessee. In 1949, Barney passed away, leaving Allie the sole owner of the Mountain Dew name. In the 1950s, Allie Hartman had offered his son the opportunity to buy the brand for $1,500 when he was just 19 years old, but he turned it down. In 1957, Tip Corporation bought the Mountain Dew brand from the Hartmans. In 1959, Bill Bridgeforth, manager of the Tri-City Beverage, formulated Tri-City Lemonade to compete with Sundrop Cola. The following year, he transferred the company's moderately successful Tri-City Lemonade flavor into the green Mountain Dew bottles. In 1960, Bill Bridgeforth then merges his Tri-City Lemonade flavor with the Mountain Dew formula, replacing the 7-Up flavor it had been using. This is the creation of the current flavor Mountain Dew has used to this day. In 1962, Tip Corporation sold its first wholly owned franchise, as well as its new first flavor franchise, to Pepsi-Cola Bottling of Kingston, North Carolina. Soon, other bottlers were demanding Mountain Dew concentrate. Within 3 years of its introduction, Tip Corporation was supplying 40 bottlers, and they were selling over 10 million cases of Mountain Dew a year. The large consumer beverage corporations started taking notice. On August 27, 1964, the Tip Corporation sold Mountain Dew brand and formula to the Pepsi-Cola Company for what remains a rumored $6 million. Tri-City Beverages continued as an independent franchisee of Mountain Dew until 1966, when Pepsi purchased that company as well. PepsiCo kept the hillbilly branding for a while, in part to capitalize on the popularity of the Beverly Hillbillies. Old advertisements depicted phrases like "it'll tickle your innards" and "Mountain Dew'll do it for you." Some ads showed a barefooted man in a cowboy hat known as Willie the Hillbilly drinking the beverage. It wasn't until 1973 that the hillbilly look was dropped, as PepsiCo pivoted to appealing to a younger and more outdoorsy demographic. In 1974, Pepsi added orange flavoring and the signature lime green coloring we've all come to know. During the 1980s, the variety of flavors pretty much stayed the same. PepsiCo released a sugar-free version known as Diet Mountain Dew, and then in 1988, they tested a Mountain Dew Red in Alabama, and is the first Mountain Dew flavor variant. A diet version was also tested alongside it, but both were discontinued that same year. The 90s brought on several changes with Mountain Dew. First, they introduced flavors such as Mountain Dew Sports, but those got taken down in less than a year. They also introduced the beverage to the UK in 1996, but less than 2 years later, they dropped the product line due to poor sales. By the end of the 90s, the only real change was their logo. By the end of the 90s, Mountain Dew wanted to switch things up yet again. The drink was marketed as the official beverage of extreme sports, which tracked. They also decided to ditch the vowels in the name because it's extreme. In 2001, new flavors of Mountain Dew started hitting shelves. A cherry flavor called Code Red was especially popular with soda drinkers. In 2004, Taco Bell was given a 10-year exclusive rights period during which Baja Blast would not be available in any store or other food outlet, not even to Taco Bell's fellow Yum Brands restaurants. The company also started doing promos that tied it to video game releases, got professional gamers to endorse the drink, and started slinging new flavors with gamer-inspired names like Voltage, Whiteout, Sweet Lightning, and Frostbite. It also called on Doritos, another company geared towards gamers, to create a Dorito flavor Mountain Dew called Dewitos. Mountain Dew continues to produce flavors and limited releases. They also do tie-in promotions with video games, movie releases, and have honestly come up with some crazy flavors in my opinion. Whoever thought to cross hot Cheetos with Mountain Dew? I'm just saying. Fans of Mountain Dew can be found everywhere. Just look on YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook. There are collectors who seek out all of the new flavors, like my friend Joshua Jerry, who collects the different flavors as well as collectibles. Mountain Dew continues to produce new flavors, energy drinks, and even alcoholic beverages. Nothing is off limits. So what do you remember about this iconic drink? Leave a comment below and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Eric C. Productions. I'm bringing back memories from the good old days. Thanks for watching.